guys. We're going to talk about 2 ways to make your voice sound beltier without you dragging chest voice up, okay? Hey, YouTube, welcome, welcome. We're going to talk about really quick. This is going to be a quick live, but I want to give you guys 2 ways to sound beltier without dragging your chest voice up, okay? Because contrary to popular belief, you can get a beefier, beltier sound without killing yourself and pulling chest voice up and straining and feeling all the fatigue and stuff afterwards. So anyway, welcome to you guys who are joining on Instagram and on YouTube. If this is your first time, let me know. Just drop a 1 in the chat so I can know it's your first time. I would love to see who I'm talking to. I can't see nobody, of course, on YouTube, but on Instagram I can. Welcome, Michael Scott Vocals and Matt Hampton. Welcome, welcome. So 2 ways to sound beltier. That's what I'm going to give y'all today. And I'm looking at my notes when I'm looking to the side. I'm looking at my notes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hop in. You guys can catch the replay. What's up, Michael? Glad to be here. I'm glad you're here with me. All right, guys, so there are several ways that you can sound beltier. I am going to give you 2 ways today. The first way is glottal onsets, okay? If you don't know what an onset is the way you begin a note or the way you approach a note. An onset can be breathy, and I'm going to demonstrate this, but it can be breathy or it can be kind of squeezed where the vocal cords are tighter, more firmly connected. So an example would be for a breathy onset would be, hey, hey. You hear that air coming through with the H. Hey. A pressier onset or tighter vocal cords is a, a, a. Do you hear how that makes that sound beltier just by a glottal attack that's not breathy? A versus hey, okay? So an exercise that you can do to practice this and practice alternating, going back and forth, especially if you are a classically trained singer, because we typically sing everything kind of in one mode, right? Everything has that breath laced on it and it's the same throughout the register. In contemporary style singing, though, there is much more variation and there is a higher demand for changing your vocal textures, right? What's going on? What are you doing at the vocal cord level? You have to be more intentional. I want a breathier sound here to give a smokier feel, okay? Right here, I want my vocal cords to be more pressed at this part because it's more of a belt. It's more of an emotion, a powerful emotion that I want to demonstrate. So these are the things, like this is how this stuff is practically applied when you are in your music. So you need to know how to make these changes and not just do them, but really know at the muscle level, at the breath level, how am I producing that? Okay. Hey, Maria, welcome. So here's an example of a glottal onset. So you can practice it breathy and then pressy, just so you get the practice. So you can do hey, 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 hey. That's more of a breathy onset. To make it pressier or more glottalized, take the breath out. A, 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 a. Hey, 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 hey. Pressy. A, 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 a. Hey, 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 hey. And you can take that up, okay? I'll stop right there, but you can take that up. So that's an easy exercise. When you want your voice to sound beltier, glottalized onsets, all right? A versus hey, hey, hey. Hey, Labria and Sweet Guy. Hi, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining me live. So the next thing that you can do to sound beltier is to decrease your airflow. Okay, so what I mean is don't let so much air pass through the vocal cords. In classical singing, we let that air come through, right? So everything is, I was going to do a ma. So everything is mama or mama, mama, mama. right? You hear that air coming through. You hear the vibrato. It's a softer kind of quality. It's rounder, right? But to make that sound beltier or more contemporary, cut some of the airflow, which is going to result in a straight tone quality. Okay, so that would be ma, 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 ma. Want to let more airflow. So again, the way I'm showing you this is the way to practice it so you can learn how to turn it on and turn it off. You know how to produce a sound that has more air, and then you know how to stop that air at the vocal cord level to give us more of a straight tone, more of a belty or contemporary sound. That's all I'm showing you today. Okay, so ma, or this is with the air coming through, so let it flow. Ma, 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 ma. Now I'm gonna stop that air, and it's gonna be a straight tone and sound beltier. Ma, 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 ma. Ma, 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 ma. Ma, 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 ma. I know y'all hear the difference. This is easy stuff, simple ways, right, to get a beltier sound without you dragging chest voice up, okay? You can do the same thing. I was just in my chest voice. You can do the same thing in the middle. It doesn't matter. So, ma, 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 right? Air coming through. Less air flowing through the chords. Ma, 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 ma. Same thing. It doesn't matter what part of the voice you're in. Okay. So those are two ways. Welcome on YouTube. Those are two ways that you can get a beltier sound without killing yourself and dragging chest voice up. Okay. Dragging chest is not the only way to belt. Actually, you only do that like 10% of the time. Okay, the other percentage, like 90% of the time when you're getting a beltier sound, you're a lot of times in some type of mixed belt. You're not dragging chest, you're in some type of mixed belt blend, or you know how to make adjustments at the breath level, at the vocal cord level, and acoustically with your vowel shapes and the different ways you can open your throat. You're doing all these acoustical adjustments, these little tricks to make your voice sound beltier without tiring out. Okay, so that's all I wanted to share today. Let's see, I'll take a second for questions, and then I'm going to tell you guys about my upcoming course. And it feels easier to sing it. Yeah, is it glottal compression? Yeah, those vocal cords are coming together tightly. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the vocal cord muscles. A, when I do the monkey noise exercises, it's one of my favorite ones. That ooh, ooh, ah, 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 ah. The vocal cords are just coming together like that. Really firm, really tight. That's what that is. Yeah. So good. Any other questions on Instagram? Any questions? Ways to sound beltier. That's what I talked about today. And I gave you two. There are many other ways, but to find those out, you will need to hop into my course that's coming up August the 17th. It's Mixed Belt Basics for classically trained singers as well as for contemporary artists. Okay, so it starts August the 17th and it goes through September the 28th, and it is on a bi-weekly rotation. So the way it's laid out, there are two live lectures where lecture 1 is about mixed voice, lecture 2 is about belt, and then the other 2 class sessions are you performing. You're singing songs in mixed voice, or you're singing song and you're singing songs in a belt. So practical applications. The focus of this course is musical theater genre. Okay, so I specifically target classically trained singers that come from opera and art song tradition, but they're tired of just being stuck in this one realm, and they want to expand out, and they want to sing music that feels a lot of times more connected to their soul and spirit, but they don't have the tools from university to access it without sounding classical. Okay, so that's really my heart and motivation behind this class. And so musical theater a lot of times is a nice gentle crossover for classical singers, especially legit era. There are some differences though between legit musical theater and classical. It is not exactly the same, but there is a lot of overlap. And so I like to say it's a gentle crossover. But then once we get into the contemporary style musical theater, this is different from classical. Okay, you can use some of that stuff, but nah, you got to know how to belt. You need to know how to mix with confidence. You need to know how to do these acoustical adjustments, right? So you can get that contemporary sound. You need to know how to do some things like vocal fry. Your chest voice needs to be solid. You know, for guys, y'all's head voice needs to be tight in order for y'all to belt. And so the contemporary musical theater portion for classical singers can be a bit more challenging. And so I just really want to give tools and equip so that you guys can sing the music you want to sing without feeling insecure. Okay, that's really my heart behind it. Hey Betty, I see somebody else hopping on. I don't know. Oh, that's Jessica. What's up, my friend? Hey Jessica, thank you for joining. So yeah, that's it. Any other questions? So that's my course. I'm sorry, I got distracted. That's my course. It's coming up August the 17th, and I'll give y'all a little insight. So this is a beta test of the course. So this is stuff that I have taught in one-on-one sessions for a long time, and I'm testing it out in a small group. So I'm taking no more than 8 people in this course, and because it is a test course, it is discounted. All right, I'll just tell y'all that. I'm not talking price live, but it is discounted. So don't wait. Get in now during the test portion, okay? So if you're interested in the course, just DM me Belt or Mix on Instagram, and we can talk more about the course and see if it would be a fit for you. Okay. Yeah, any other questions? I've talked a lot about belting the past several days, and so next week I'm gonna shift the focus a little bit and talk more about mixing, so you can look forward to that. And then of course I'm here to take your questions around mixed voice, around belting. Yeah, I've been targeting a lot of misconceptions about this stuff, man, because it's a lot of lies and a lot of things, especially as classical singers, that we've been told, but they're just not true. And so classical singers can belt just like a contemporary style artist can belt, right? A lot of it is, first, for classical singers, it's a mindset shift. And then it's just getting the practical tools and having the courage to just let your voice go there. That's pretty much it. Okay, so I'm at 12 minutes. I don't see any other questions. Thank you guys for joining live. Those of you who catch the replay, if you have questions, just drop them in the chat, or you can DM me Belt Mix on Instagram if you have questions about the course. But other than that, that's it. If y'all don't have anything else, so y'all have a great day, and I'll be back soon. Let's see, here's a question. What to do to relax the digastric muscle? So you can put your thumb under your chin right here and just massage it like this. When you feel that tongue, so the digastric muscle is the muscle that's responsible for swallowing, like helping us get food down. But when it's engaged during singing, it's not a good thing. You want it to be disengaged during singing. Okay, so one thing you can do to just kind of get that digastric muscle to atrophy and just relax, take your thumb and just massage under here, and you can do things like and when you're doing that, you want to make sure like you're pushing up on that muscle to like command it to relax, right? If you feel it pushing down, all right, it gives you that conurtal kind of sound. If you feel it pushing down, just stop and just re-engage, massage under that chin. And after you do this for a while, right, it'll start to atrophy. It'll start to relax, and you can get more openness in the sound. So that's how you can work on relaxing that digastric muscle. Okay, any other questions? I think my Instagram people have hopped off on me, but YouTube, y'all are here. Any other questions before I hop off? If not, DM me Mixed Belt, ask about the course. And yeah, thank you so much. You're welcome. Yeah, thank you for the question. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm out. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.